Okay, making a little bit movement to stretching. Okay, thank you, David. She's got advantages. She's tall, so doesn't need the chair. Okay, thank you for joining the ceremony. We are joining the Sunday ceremony, and we're receiving energy too. So today we're going to show you the movie. And the last week, and how do you say? On the 6th of India. Second. On the 2nd of September, we went to India. So. This is you're gonna see what we did there, what happens. So, okay. It's a lot of work to have this. I realized that this time anything is visible, anything that we have. It takes so much the energy, so much the time, and even this one. Since we come back from the India, Peter, he's got a lot of job, lot of other his own job, but he's making an extra the time. Couldn't sleep properly, and short of sleeping, and he made the video for all of us. Just the reason why I'm showing you is because all we know that as I was reporting, we understand when we understand that we have a goodness inside and a beautiful heart. People call it different name, but doesn't matter. We have a goodness, the light, the love, care, compassion, sacrifice, devotions within us. We understand this mind is part of our life. So when we are not happy, we are not healthy, we understand we have to regain this mind. When we have trouble, we have difficulties, we understand we have to practice this mind more to clear karma, to solve all the problems. Everybody knows that instinctively because this is a part of our life. So recently I saw the one of a program. One of the professor at the Harvard. He's been studying long time, and the immunity. So, and he's showing the touching video to the children. So many years, and the touching video, or sad video, or horror movie. There are a lot of different types of the movie, and he found what he found is that when showing the touching movie, and the children is to touch, he measured the immunity rise up. And then those who children, they see the touching movie, when they practice what they learn with their heart, immunities from there going up. Now what I'm trying to say is, and this supporting what I said in the earlier. You see the beautiful heart is part of our life. See if you cultivate a beautiful heart, you practice, your immunities is going up. Why? What is immunities? Your life. You don't have immunity, then the viruses attacking you, causing trouble. No, if you you see the beautiful things, just seeing the beautiful things, immunity going up. Immunity going up, I'm sure they're happy. And then he made a lot of experiments onto the children, showing the sad movie or horror movie, and they check the immunity. Immunity is going down. And then after there is impact, how they deal with the things, more emotional, more negative. And then when they saw the negative, the movie, the emotional is going down, and then with this emotional state, they can't control themselves, then the immunity is even going down. That's what it's a very important teaching. It's actually very, very important lesson and the teaching too. What we see, we need to see beautiful things. What do we have to do? We have to do beautiful things. If we don't do, we slow damage ourselves. This is the law of life. But anyway, I'm gonna show you it's warmed up. Can you watch? I have to remove this one. Somebody explain this one? Or?
I'll explain.
Okay.
Hello.
This one is quite.
What's this? Okay, a couple of weeks ago at the Sunday ceremony, I was asked to offer wine and to go upstairs to do it, which was great. And then after that, Masterson cornered me and said, would I like to go to India in a few days? And gave me about 5 seconds to decide, because if I said yes, it had to be reported downstairs in the ceremony. So it was kind of good that I had hardly any time, because I'd have hesitated and probably found any excuse not to go. So I said yes, and then a few days later I landed in Mumbai, and it was hot and very, very humid, and it was in the middle of monsoon, and I absolutely loved it. And the climate there is so healthy. My skin felt better, all my organs felt better. My heartbeat slowed down, I think, and I got to document what the masters do when they go on their travels. And I've experienced with Master a few healing sessions, and I'm very intrigued. But what I saw them do out in Mumbai was something else. These guys are absolutely amazing, and the response from the kids and the people of Mumbai that they got to heal was just, well, it was such a beautiful thing, and the respect I have for all the masters here is beyond belief, really, and it was a privilege to be a part of this. So I went with my camera and documented, and I made a little video diary of the 3 days, 2 nights we were there, and enjoy.
Okay, thank you.
And this is after Master had given abilities to everyone. So the idea was that they could all receive energy in a group, so that we could treat everyone together and then move on to the next place. But they were very insistent on seeing him individually as well. There are quite a few slums in Mumbai, and we went to two of the main ones this time with two different charities. On Friday was with Corp India, who they offer a lot of different centres and different kind of projects to help both the adults, the elderly and the young people there as well. So this is a day centre. A lot of the children, they don't have much opportunity, and a lot of the adults have even less in terms of their health and spending time to look after their own health. And a lot of these are migrants who come to Mumbai as a way to find some way of life and survival for their families, but it's usually a lot harder actually for them once they get there. Mumbai is the financial capital of the country, so they have high expectations when they come. And they've seen all the Bollywood movies where they make it big when they get to that capital too, so they want some for themselves and their families. This is all the area around the slums, and it's even tougher because of the monsoon. The sewage systems and the sanitation systems aren't up to scratch under normal conditions, and with the heavy rains that have been really bad this year, it just really takes its toll even more. And all the blue tarpaulin you can see, that's basically the plastic to cover the shanty towns, cover all the homes, to try and make them waterproof as much as they can. So you saw that shot when we were coming in on the plane, of lots of dots of blue. That's really what that you can see. So we're just trying to go from one centre to the next. And the next place we went to was a girls' shelter, the same charity, and that is just on the outskirts of, this is the outside of the building, and they have 3 rooms on the 4th, or the top floor in this building. And it's in Dharavi, which is the biggest slum in Mumbai.
I'm Sharda from from Corp. We have one social organization, NGO. It's called Community Outreach Program. And our NGO works basically for women and children. So we have many different programs like shelter home for street children, boys and girls, both of them. And we have another shelter for deaf and dumb and disabled children. And we run free schools like creche. And we have family counseling center for women and income generation program, and we have different vocational training for them because so many girls, they don't attend school to take care of their younger children, brothers and sisters. For them we do give vocational training programs like beautician, tailoring, jewelry making, because they can become independent in future. So that's what we give them, different trainings, self-confident and so many personality development training. So this is the shelter home called Sharanam. Here we have 30 girls and their age 8 to 18 years, and they all are from, some of the girls are orphans, some girls are street children. So very less, some girls have single parents like mom, they don't have daddy, but they live here, it's like their home. They go to school or regular school, and here we give their provide everything, health, food and education, and we have extra other classes. The morning they go to school and afternoon they come here. After lunch we have everyday different activity like dance class, painting class, computer, and so many other different activities, so to make them independent.
Places we visit.
They don't have their parents. So first of all, they're seeking for love. They're searching love. They find love, and every girl have a different problem. So they are very scared. They don't have any vision for their lives. It's first of all their love. So we have to motivate them, and we have to give confidence to them. We have 3 different centers, like one is a family counseling center. So we try to them solve a problem at our centers. So we are trying to them make independent. So we give them different training programs, like a health awareness program we're doing for them, because in some this rainy season, now this year 50% people getting malaria and typhoid because of the water cleanliness. So we motivate them to health awareness, to take drink boiled water, like this kind of. So the people in Dharavi are in here. When they very sick, they can't sit or they can't do anything, then only they try to go to the doctor. So they don't think before we get very bad condition we have to go. But this is a very good treatment, I think, because they no need to spend money, they no need to take lots of medicine. So I think this is a very good treatment.
Better now. My body is feeling now rest, relax.
I feel very relaxed. Yeah, I have had problem before, but I think after this I will I don't have this problem.
मेरे को दर्द करता था ना, हाँ, क्या? अभी मेरा दर्द कम हो गया.
Come on. That voice is very important when we are doing.
Keep the more focus, and then when I'm making sound, you can listen to the sound. You and me, same tuning, same vibration. And I can give you more. Sitting energy, using energy.
Now I am very relaxed. Thank you to Inner Sound. I enjoyed, and our children also, they also feeling very relaxed, and they also love this treatment. They want to go this treatment for next time. Yeah, before they were very scared. So when I told about this treatment, they were saying, no Didi, we won't. Now they are very happy and very relaxing. Now they want to do again it. So we hope you will do again this. We welcome you always. And a very big thank you to all of you, and especially Inner Sound.
Those two charities we did on the first day, and this is on the Saturday morning.
Association for the Blind India as director. I'm handling a variety of departments over here: Department of Education, Braille Press, Talking Book Center, and also HR function. And we have branches in about 23 different states and also in 65 to 70 different districts in India. So this is one of the largest voluntary organization, that is non-governmental organization, working in the area of disability for the last 60 years or so. We have an early intervention center and a nursery for very young visually impaired children. Right from there, we have a home for the aged, for the aged blind. And we have a staff of about 150 odd people working in the different departments in this complex. In Mumbai itself, we have offices at 3 or 4 other locations as well. I was very happy when yesterday we received a call saying that a group of people who have come from Korea and who are specialized in giving this treatment, which I believe, I understand, is called Q treatment. And I thought it was something similar to Reiki, but I now learned that it is a little more refined energy. Because we've got both visually impaired people as well as normal sighted people working with us, and many of them, as usual, have a variety of problems like backache or pain in the hip joints or pain in the kneecaps. People have got acidity or a whole lot of problems people are here with.
पहिल्यांदा मी ही ट्रीटमेंट घेतली. मला फक्त एवढं कळलं की ही साऊंड प्रेशर म्हणून आहे आणि इतकं रिलीफ वाटलं. तुम्हाला मी सांगू का, मी 2-4 महिन्यापूर्वी मी ना ट्रेनमधून पडली, तर माझा हातावर पडले. त्यामुळे ना हाताने मी साधी पाण्याचा ग्लास पण असं म्हणजे उचललं तरी पेन होतं. आणि इतकं मी ट्रीटमेंट केले. भक्ती वेदांत हॉस्पिटल म्हणून आहे, तिकडे ट्रीटमेंट केली, त्याच्यानंतर केमला केली. पण माझ्या हातात गोळ्या वगैरे चालू आहेत, पण त्याने एवढं नाही. पण मॅडमना जेव्हा मी सांगितलं ना की हा हात खूप माझा पेन होतो, त्यांनी जेव्हा ते पॉइंट्स धरून हे केलं ना, मला पूर्ण हात माझा रिलॅक्स. तेव्हा मला रडायला आलं, कारण त्यांनी ते पॉइंट्सवर दाबलं ना, मला खूप रडायला आलं. पण नंतर मला खूप हलकं वाटलं आणि माझा हात खरोखर एकदम म्हणजे असा हलका झालाय. हे भरून आलेलं ना माझं, म्हणजे खूपच भरून आलेलं. म्हणजे असं उठताना आणि खाली हे करताना जास्त पेन होतं मला, असं हात वरती होत नाही. पण आता मला रिलॅक्स वाटतंय आणि आता मला असं वाटतंय की पुन्हा हे कधी होईल ना, तर मी नक्कीच जाऊन तिथे घेईन. आणि मला हे जर इकडे मुंबईमध्ये जवळ कुठे असेल तर मला नक्की ऍड्रेस द्या. मी इथे पुन्हा हे जॉईन करून मी जाण्याचा प्रयत्न करेन, कारण मला खूपच याने आराम मिळाला. तुम्हाला जवळजवळ सांगू, 4 महिने मी औषधं खाते. त्या औषधांच्या हिटमुळे मला पूर्ण हे तोंड आलंय, पूर्ण मला आतून त्रास होतोय. पण ह्या प्रेशरने म्हणजे 10 मिनिटं जरी घेतला ना तरी खूप रिलीफ वाटला मला आणि मी आज एकदम फ्रेश वाटते. आणि त्यामुळे मला हा पुन्हा मिळाला तर मी पुन्हा नक्की जॉईन, मी हवं तर पे करू शकेन. एवढं मला रिलीफ वाटलंय आज खरंच. थँक्यू व्हेरी मच. थँक्यू.
I am extremely thankful to you all for having given this treatment to about 40 to 50 people of our organization, and some of them who are themselves visually impaired. In fact, after the treatment, I have been going around the different departments and talking to those people, and most of them, they are very happy, and they have expressed that they are feeling much relieved, more relaxed, and whatever pain that they had either in their arm or in their back, whatever it is, it has considerably subsided. In fact, one or two people, I was very touched to see that they were in tears virtually and thanking you all as well as thanking me for it. They felt that it is for the first time that they have felt so much relief and so much happiness from inside. So I'm really touched by this experience, and I'm really once again on behalf of NAP, we convey our deepest gratitude and thanks for coming here and giving this treatment to so many of us.
Mumbai has the craziest traffic in the world. It's crazy.
So after a very quick bite and a crazy taxi ride to the next place, we went to a different charity, which you'll hear about in a second, treating the young boys who live in the railway stations, who work in the railway stations, up to the age of, from about the age of 4 up to the age of about 16, 18, we were treating them. And if they're old enough, as soon as they're old enough to work, they're working to try and get some money for themselves and their family. Usually just their younger siblings that they're also looking after. And if they're young enough, this charity helps the boys go to school. But we were treating in one of the kind of state-sponsored schools, which there's nothing there. You'll see.
Working for street children in last 20 years, and this is the children of Mumbai Central Center. They are staying on the station. They are working children. They are working as a coolie. They are working as a newspaper collectors. They are selling water bottles, and they earn and they stay on the station only, and daytime they come to our center, and we provide medical facilities, nutrition, health services, education, skill training and job placement. We need this kind of treatment for our children, because these children working on the station, they are working as a load carriers, as a coolie, and they are whole day busy, day and night they are busy, and so they are so many times they are tired, they are with a lot of strains, stress. And many times they come here and they feel tired, sir, we want medical treatment, we are feeling tired. So now this QI treatment will help them to improve their stamina and their health status. Today's program will help them, and they are very much eager to know about the treatment.
The time at the school is all they really have away from the station and their life at the station. So if they're not at the school, that's where they are. This young boy, he actually came and just lay down on the table that I was treating on, and I asked him what the problem was, and he explained he had such a high fever and he'd been vomiting and had been getting worse. And I promptly passed him on to Master O to deal with it, because needless to say he was a lot better after Master O had seen him.
Put the poison. Get the wrong food, so put the poison. The food is stuck right here, hasn't digested, so give it in head, then lie down.
a lot of the children are really very vulnerable to abuse, both in terms of self-harm. I mean, this young boy, he had so many scars on his wrists.
Today I was totally tired, and I had a spontaneous problem, and this backache was there, and stomach pain was there. So now I'm little fresh and comfortable, and even all pain has gone. Stomach pain, now I'm feeling comfortable. Even backache is not there. Even this neck pain is also gone, and stomach is quite comfortable now. It was very heavy in the beginning, and when and I was just supposed to sleep when we were giving the treatment. And so this PE program is very good actually, and definitely it supported our children. It helped our children. I heard how many children explained me just now. They are very happy, and they are asking, can we have this regularly on at least monthly basis or quarterly or something. So I am going to talk with you about later on about this, how we can go in future and how we can work out this plan. For me, it's a very good opportunity, and I'm very happy. It's very nice treatment, and I will appeal people to please have this session and this treatment. It's very good.
Thank you very much, Peter.
I just wanted to say thank you to Kerry and to Pete for really putting their whole heart into this trip and making such a huge contribution, not just at the time, but of course in terms of helping more people see what can be done and what we can achieve. And also to the people who really kind of gave their time in Mumbai. To Mona, I don't know if you're joining online or not, but also people who sponsored elements of the trip out there too, which is what really made it possible, in the same way that going to South Africa was made possible as well earlier in the year. We need to plan ahead. As you heard, they're really waiting for us to come back. I was speaking to the charities this week, and they're all asking when the next date is going to be. So if you have any ideas in terms of how to get sponsorship or to look at even different elements of the trip, whether it's just the flights or contacts out in Mumbai, then please let us know, and we can try and really make this much more of a longer term project that we can really then make a difference in the lives of all the children and the adults that we saw, and actually also in the lives of the people that support the trips too, because you get to see what can be achieved with your heart as well. Thank you.
Thank you. Your immunity is up. Yeah, we 5 hours went to the Mumbai, and 3 masters, myself, Master Sun, Master Jin, Kerry, and the Peter. So, and a couple of years ago, I went to India. I want to see what's happening in the world. In my early age, I used to have a lot of problems, like this sort of problems. So I want to remind myself of the work that I want to do. Before, when I was the real poverty, when I went to school, I had a lot of problems. These kids, I don't have anything almost. So that went to the school, no textbook, no pencil, even the clothing. You're lucky then you could get no second hand, second hand that and the getting the so. And then at that time, dealing with my life was so painful. You know, if you just live in the poor country together with poor people, you can cope with your life. But if you are poor, you are living with somebody else who have basic things. You make a comparison. It's very hard for you to deal with your life. Because you see that everybody is in the same level, you just accept, no problems. But there is some doesn't have any trouble, have a lunch box and a pencil, notebook, and anything they have, no problem, because thanks to the parents. And for me, I didn't have almost anything, and then that make myself very, very negative. And why I have this sort of trouble? Why? And it was a very, very negative. So when I just looking at my situation was so negative. So, and then always I put myself on the visualization world. What do you want to do? Ask myself. Okay, I want to give the food. I want to create anything that the people need, including myself. And then at that time, I used to travel a lot with my thinking. When I was in that stage, no electricity, nothing actually. We didn't have a house actually. When the street was a kind of tent, family members living together. That's how I started my life. And then the thinking about traveling to another whole country is you can't think about it because in reality it's not that the realities. But I used to travel a lot with my thinking. And then always I turned up like a modern Superman, turned up in one country, giving so much food, so much water, and then education, medical supplement. At the same time, one thing is coming to me, healing too. That's what I'm doing now. It's very interesting. I used to dream about the future a lot. It's not only this sort of work, the more than that. But anyway, so I always when I become the master, I'm knowing about my life, knowing about the invisible world that changed my life completely. So, and then when I come to this world, okay, now I can give the hope, I can give the love if I get developed, cultivate. I can give the peace. I can give anything that people need. And then if I work hard, make people, encourage people work together, sharing their heart, then we can create the better environment. Always that has been in my mind. And then always I like the traveling, especially this sort of the environment. Remind myself of what I have to do. So a couple of years ago, I went to the Mumbai together with the Master Son, Calcutta, and I want to see what's happening there, the realities, and I made more decisions. Went to made a trip to Africa a couple of times. I believe that, okay, when you're thinking about what put myself on the visualization world is because people going through so much pain. People rich, they have a pain. They are poor, they have a pain. Every single person's got the pain. So what is the best way to heal that their pain is when you go beyond the human mind. You don't see your realities. You practice what you want to do with your heart. That's the only way for us to deal with the pain and the suffering. And then we've been working so hard. The reason why we moved to this place, actually this place, for our point of view, we didn't have financially, we don't have much. But because of that vision, when I move into here, I think a lot of people, they make a complaint about it. They are against moving here. Why you just move into a luxurious place? But actually we come here with a vision. I don't mind on the living in the street, that's fine. Anyway I'm staying, that's fine. But since I know the heaven, invisible beings, I know where I have to put the heaven into a certain place. And then when you move into this place, your vision is different. What we are doing here, we cultivate the visions. Thinking about the people, when you have a hard time thinking about the people trying to do something, you go beyond your limitation. You're making effort to something you want to do, something you want to offer with your heart. They change your life. It's incredible. And then all those who have have trouble, they are there, give us the hope, give us sort of a real life actually. Each the trip I learned the one thing. I learned this time was I crying a lot actually. I didn't show. You saw that the first place we went to, we giving treatment. We was a limited time. When we go to the countries, because we don't have enough time to stay in the country short time, so our schedule is. We don't have the time to go out to look at the. I've never done it so far. I'm not interested in the side thing. As a matter of fact, I don't have any time. I've been to more than 40 countries. I've never do the side thing so far. No interest. At the same time, no time. And went to the certain countries and then overnight flight normally. And then after that, this journey is start giving treatment, talking to people, giving treatment, and then. Night, go to the bed late and get up early in the morning. And the first place we went to, as soon as we arrived at the Mumbai, we went to the one organization. I forgot the name of the organization, but we went there and we're giving treatment. And then it was very, very hot and humid. They're sweating a lot, really sweating a lot. And then they keep coming. And I thought that like this normal people are treating that's it, and then more coming. They gone, more coming. And then in the end, and we have to go to another place. So those who haven't received treatment, put them together. You saw the giving energy. Giving energy. The people feel the energy, but it's just like this. When you're giving, when you reach a certain point, what you are receiving, you're receiving the mind of the universe. Mind of the universe come to you. At the same time, you have so much things you can offer. You are not doing anything. You feel the love, incredible love, care from the mind of the universe. That touching. This is the touching at the same time. This is you, yourself. And then just giving, the energy is keep going out. I don't have energy, you see, I have a very, very tiny body. But when I do this work beyond my control, I'm not in charge of my body. Somebody is in charge of my life. I know. Just going out, touching the heart, at the same time the incredible love, the care from the mind of the universe is impress you, just crying. And then just the language is, how can I sacrifice my whole life to support you? You're giving so much, you love so much for all the people. And then how can I make my mind like your mind? And you're giving, thank you for your love, thank you for your energy. Just going out and going out, more and going out, and then just giving energy. Of course, people feel the energy, but I'm feeling when you see this time the Carrie, she recently joined the training. Recently, how long have you done training, Carrie?
Since June 10th.
June 10. Then less than 3 months. Less than 3 months training. The 3 days intensive giving treatment. This is something we can learn. You see that every Sunday we're receiving abilities. You know, of course, in the giving energy is so tiring. It's giving life. But the thing is, when you give life here, open the door, giving coming in. More people around, you want to give more, coming in. This one is damaging your life? No. For me, so far, I used to have a very severe condition. Not so far. When I start joining this class, my health is getting better. If you see I told you before, saying the beautiful things, practice the beautiful things, is supporting the immunities. This is a living dictionary. Before I came here, I understood my lifespan, when I'm going to die. You know that when you interpret your life, you know that your life your life pattern, your life destiny, your lifespan, when you're going to die. You don't know exactly, but you know the lifetimes. One day we died, but it's sort of, you know that your time. I knew that my time. Now, what is the best way to change my life? Only way I figured it out, if I become the somebody to create a life, I can change my life. Before I came here, that was my conclusions. People, I don't know how you hear about me, but that was my conclusions. How can I change my life? Now, why I'm supposed to die in such an early age? And then, first you have poverty, and then you have a lot of trouble, and then while I'm studying, I find out, short time. My gosh, accepting the reality at the same time, you have to accept your short life. And then and then when I talk to that, there's no coincidence. There's no coincidence. If I have this trouble, then if I find the way, there must be the way. And then I try to find. And then somehow I found the method here. And then I've changed my life. So I'm well past from the date I was supposed to die. So I don't know when I'm going to die. I don't care about when I'm going to die. But only thing is I'm making a preparation for my death. Every day, making from now on, I have to put 100% the mind into what I'm doing. 100% the mind, the love, even though I don't have enough love, but I'm going to make it 100%, put into what I'm doing. Care is not 100%. No matter what, I'm going to make it 100% care. Sacrifice 100%. Everything, let's make that is the job is given to me. That's what I have to do to share the more. Let's do it. Rather than waiting for a long time, I have to do it in a short period of time. And that trip is inspiring me so much. Really much. And then I'm making more preparation, more training, more happily. And then I'll hopefully give them more. And this project, we don't have, in reality-wise, in our center, we are struggling so much financially. But dealing with the financial situation, what you have to deal with it. We have to visualize what we want to offer. That's why we're doing this one. The July, the August is very, very tough months. But thing is, okay, let's do, and they give the people the hope. And so many people are having the pain. They're gone. This is magic. The girls that come to me, I have a headache. Why headache is going? Try to understand. Why? How? There's no word for it. Just they are so pure and receive and the pain is gone and so on. They try to now understand. Afterwards, there are so many the things are happening. From my point of view, all the miracle is happening. Since I've been dealing with the invisible things, when I look at people, I see the invisible things. And then always I believe that when we believe, you see, we're born with a beautiful heart. Everybody, without exception. No matter what we're going to cultivate. Even though you have so many trouble, you accept. You have more trouble, that means you need to do, even though you have a beautiful heart, you have to practice more things, more beautiful things. Why? Because there is a certain karma. Somebody create the karma. Why you can say, you can't blame anybody. Your life is so precious. The thing is, when in our position, something that we have to do, we have to do it. We have to come to terms with it. We have to do it with happiness because simply we got the life. When we have got the life, we have a tool to do anything, to change, to anything to achieve what we want. So if we don't have a life, we can't do anything. Because of life, we have a trouble and the pain. Why you feel the pain? Why you feel the trouble? Because you desperately want to do something to change your life. Desperately you want to do that for your life. There is an inner communication. How are we going to deal with all the pain and the trouble, all the difficulties and the issues? We have to come to terms with it. We have to accept. And then we have to find, what do I have to do? What should I do? And this one never make you negative. And these people in the world, in my aim is actually, I have ambition, the Chanmonim, Mother Great Master Chu. We can give so much hope. We helping the people, we helping the spirit who passed away. We saved lives. What we are doing is really, really incredible. But at the same time, we want to create the system for the people meet each other. Those who have the means, they have to use their heart to deal with their pain and their issues. By the giving with the love, that is the solution to solve their problems. And then those who need their help, they have to receive with gratitude. That is the solution to deal with their life. That is, answer is very simple. But to do it, somebody have to create a system so that they can practice with the system. And then somebody who understands this, by creating system, happy, cultivate yourself. You can open more. And those who don't know, doesn't have a big vision, in the system, they can show their heart, they're helping each other. That's how they taking care of their life, create happiness and health. This world needs so much healing, so much help, so much support. But the thing is, when we mind we can change, because everything coming from the mind. The mind is such a powerful stuff. We can change. And we do training for mind. Because the love, the blessing, energy and life from the universe already here. So powerful. And then if you open yourself, you care about the life. You care about the people. Where life is coming from, the universe. You have a respect. You have a gratitude to the universe. You are become same tuning. You can receive anything you want. Remind you where we come from, who you are, what you should do. This the basic sort of the questions, the basic things we should know is cleared. One day, I was because of my life, I'm desperately want to find the mind of the universe. Desperately want to find my original nature. I spent so much time. The meditation, before I came here, meditation 24 hours 20 hours for meditation per day. Can you do the meditation for 24 hours a day to understand the mind of the universe, the mind that creates me, the the understanding my real mind, my real self, 20 hours, 17 hours, and 16 hours, 1 year, intensively I do. I cut myself, had a haircut like a monk. When you cut like this, people, think that, he's doing something. So, you can separate from the people. You can put your mind into what you do. So, 1 year, intensively do the meditations. And I didn't allow myself to lie down. When you lie down, you sleep for a long time. So, just trying to sleep like a lean against the wall or the sit, then sleep. Then you can't sleep more than 4 hours because of your posture. Posture is not comfortable. So that then you spend more time to thinking about really trying to understand. And then 1 year intensive work. Afterwards, the result was, even when you think so much, desperately you want to find, you use the thinking, desperately what you do, make you more crazy. Make you more crazy. And for me, my head is crazy, but the desperation to understand the mind of the universe to myself, that pain is so much, I can't explain. People hear about this one, it's nothing. But actually the pain from the inside is more than pain from the not eating the food. I have experienced this one. But if I describe about the pain that I've been through with my mind, nobody understands. So it's just, but it's trying to heal the pain with understanding. Spend 1 year intensively I did, and after the result was, my head is almost more than bust. Nervous system crazy. Couldn't sleep. There are so many the more than side effects happening after ask myself what I'm doing. Wow. Thinking, intellectual the thinking didn't help me to create the peace, made me crazy. So what do I have to do? Now I shouldn't think. And that time I come to these organizations. And then when I come here, and then just when I come here, I didn't do anything. Just the energy was so powerful here. And then, something happening here. And then I didn't do any consultation, I signed up. That's how I start my life here. On the third day, the ancestor, the healing was introduced. They changed myself. Now I find solution. The ancestor training for me was everything for my life. I don't know how this appeal to you. If you understand the spirit, your real self, you achieve everything. You don't need anything. But when I come here, was a deep peace and the warmth. I never forgot. First time I come here, and on the third day, ancestral healing was introduced, and I couldn't sleep because of too excitement. And then I start, and since then I did the training, the not to think. Not to think means not to think. What it meant is accepting everything. You're not analyzing anything. You're not judging anything. Just accepting everything without judgment, without anything. Just come. I did a practice like this. And then, because to do it that one, last week actually, the Thursday, Thursday, were the people from the outside, the war veterans, those who to get involved in the war zone, and they come, and they do the training class, and they were so happy. I think is that for them, when you're going through something, you are in turmoil. You can't stop thinking. You can't stop thinking. And then these people, to make your mind still, it's the hardest one. But for me, I had the experience. Thinking gave me too much headache. Almost take my life is away. I reached that point. That's why I stopped. And then I can do the training to accept more. That was a real a turning point. When your mind is accept anything, you can receive more from the universe. And when you receive that's what we are doing. If you create the right vibration, then things you need is coming to you. Then help you to accomplish your wishes. But but anyway, for us, we do training here. So many people where they are, even pain and suffering. What is the best way to understand who we are, what we are, what we should do, and we practice our original nature. That's the only way for us to deal with, solve our problems, can change ourselves. So that's what we're gonna do. A lot of the project, the community project, and then when late November, we're gonna go to South Africa, go back to again. Before that, we're gonna do the fundraising for the activities. When we go there, we're gonna set up the charities. That one, we do the two. We're gonna do the two. One is training, ancestral healing, at the very spiritual side. The other one is another side is the meeting place for people. People coming, all the people. We set up the place. They practice what they have. They give it to the people. By yourself, with your hand, you give it to them. Set up that one. And the Chinese here, what you can do, you can share anything you have. Start from, if you don't have any, at least you have extra clothing or what, socks or what. There's extra. By sharing what you can offer, your heart is open. Your heart is open. Where does it go? Doesn't go anywhere. It's a part of your life. This is eternity. When you keep open yourself, keeping the heart, this one is becoming your life. When you live in this world, you take what you've done with your heart. This is a real asset. So, and then Chinese we can do. We start from there, and then we get up the charity. Then we receive all the goods from all of the world, giving to the people, and those who want to offer the more, to offer the more. Then we give those who need the help. Then we give more. Then the more job is going to develop. These people, they have the job. They don't have food. They don't have the food, so that they can't have education. So they can't have the medical treatment. They can't have the job. And they're vulnerable to crime and the violence. When we give our love and the care, treatment, giving the food, clothing, anything they need, giving educations. When they have educate, they need to start the education. They receive something. They know what they have to, why they have to do education. When you do, when you're in a hard time, you can have education. You do education to make a offering, the contribution to the people, who the world, who did something for you. That's why the gratitude for the life is most important. And then recently I keep thinking about the happiness. We're going to launch the happiness campaign in a bigger scale. The 1st of September, we making a lot of the effort. Of course, partially we already started. 1st of October, we're going to start. And then thinking about the happiness. And then I I asked one of the master to look at the diary, which is we're gonna distribute the happiness diary to all the people who are joining the classes. The happiness diary, and then there was the things that we have to practice and the reflect one. I'm sure that this item we practice, everybody happy. I think you are not happy, you can make yourself happy. I'm completely convinced. I'm gonna give you a diary to practice each item. Everybody practice, then encourage each other. Then when if you see you get the happiness, you wanna get the health, you have to imprint the health, happiness, then you're gonna get it. You want a positive feeling, you have to practice positive all the time. Then positive, that's what you're gonna get. If you use the thinking negative, and then talk negatively, behave negatively, you shouldn't respect the miracle, which is positiveness, because this is not laws of nature. We are following the laws of nature. But thing is that when we keep practicing and then we encourage ourselves, you can do it. And then give us direction, put ourselves on the right track, and then we just keep doing it with the consistency and with the trust and the confidence. Then I'm sure that we're gonna get it. So the movement, the real training is gonna happen. We're gonna all the diary. So I think the real diary is gonna come here within 1 month. But before that, I want the trainees to have a diary. I'm sorry, no diary. Diary. Happiness diary. It sounds great, eh? And then we can do all we have to do. Anyway, thinking action is most important. When you think, action. If you think, not take action, you have to think. If you practice, you are not stuck with the thinking, because you digest the thinking, you go next level. Another thinking is coming in, positive thinking, bright thinking coming in. You practice. This is programmed in your system, in your body. So your body is there for you. You are in control. And then thinking, action. Thinking, action. Thinking, action. Thinking, action. And then I think we can do. Then we can create happiness so quickly. Okay, we can sell happiness to the world, and then somebody who's selling the happiness, I'm sure that is the richest person in the world. Don't you think so?
Yes.
You see, happiness, nobody can take away from the happiness. You see the other things, all the matter. Your physical body gonna be taken away. Your property be taken away. Your family members gonna be taken away. One day, something belong to you gonna take away, but something you achieved with your heart never goes away. Eternal. That's why this is eternal life. That's what we are doing here. How we think, what we do, what to say, so important. This is eternities. Have to support life. That's what we are doing here. We're doing here, we take action, make a big impact. Anyway, thank you for joining the ceremony. So next time, it's not only carry all the other trainees. You need to have experience. And before that, we're gonna set up the charity quickly. There is not only so many the charities. Then people come all over the world. They practice. When they wanna practice, wanna help, we can give abilities. From now on, our abilities it's much more. You remember one of the lady from the South Africa, Narissa? She's so beautiful. She was so so touched by our work in South Africa. That's what made her come here. She joining here. She did all the minor. She happy to doing the cleaning work and then the cooking work. Anything is given to her, she accept. And she went to this morning Cambridge, the expert to help people. She's enjoying the helping people so much, and then she made a decision to become master. And then for when somebody have their mind, you have abilities, you can give energy, unlimited tomorrow. When you set up your mind, I want to help people. Tomorrow, it's happening. Because the mind is bigger, the same mind as mind of the universe. Mind of the universe is everywhere. But this system that we have support you to connect with the mind of the universe, so that what is the mind of the universe? The love, the light and energy. Create life and support life. Somebody give the life, to make somebody better. Your mind will becoming mind of the universe in physical body. If you give more life, yeah, more and more and more. But anyway, the next time we gonna create more work. There are so much work, and then I'm about to start the project to take care of the victims, the war victims, by the victimized victims from the nuclear, the Chernobyl. The long time ago, 11 years ago, 12 years ago, we used to treat the soldiers who participated in the Vietnam War. Because of America, they spread the very, very strong the chemical. Those who joined the war, they have I forgot the orange count, or Ancient Orange. They have so much trouble, and these problems is passed down to next generations. Even the 2 generations, they still suffering. And they found the body is deformed, and they have the pain, and the painkillers, and the morphine is not working. But we give a treatment, start working, pain is gone. And then we used to treat these soldiers really a lot. But now I have the confidence to help these people. And I saw all the victims. Oh my gosh, they're horrendous. Now we can give the hope. We can do something for these people. I'm sure that by doing the work, encouraging people to do something, to be able to see something beautiful, I'm sure that support their life. And then make them join, even support the life more. The Buddhism, they respect the lotus, one of the flowers. The one of the flowers is growing in the dirty water. Why they respect lotus? Because it's lotus in the dirty water. It knows exactly what it has to do. Never polluted by the environment. It do the job it has to do. And it is the blooming, beautiful flowers. That's why they respect the lotus. When you're put into the certain environment, you're vulnerable to crime and the violence. You're vulnerable to, the temptations. Vulnerable to having so many issues, which doesn't help you to practice your original nature. Doesn't help you to understand who you are, what you should do. Still, this one knows what we have to do. And for us, in the world, there are so many things happening. It's very hard for people to thinking about who they are, what they are. This is without knowing this one, their life is okay. But things spiritually, we don't understand who we are, what we should do. We lost eternities. That's why this work is so important. Very, very important, because our life is on, eternal. We're never physical beings. We're spiritual beings. no matter what it takes, no matter what it costs. We have to do what we should do. We lost this our job for a long, long time. And in this period of time, we have to do extra job to remind ourselves what we should do as human beings. Because we are like we put in the same environment as that of the lotus. If we don't remind ourselves, we're going to be affected. Then you lose your eternities, your job. But anyway, for what we are doing is when I started training, my parents think, "Are you crazy?" And then they complete they couldn't understand. But time telling the truth. You know, when you imprint the seed is coming out until people they see the fruit, but they can't see the invisible seed. Invisible seed, which is healthy. Yeah, this one. As time goes by, this one comes out. When you see the physical things gonna show your true intentions, true your heart, true the effort, your sincerities. Then they're gonna follow you. But it's gonna take time somehow. But anyway, I have to stop here and have to transmit abilities. And before receiving abilities, always the Sunday ceremony here, somebody prepared this ceremony. A lot of work we do to have this sacred ceremony to invite the invisible beings, mind of the universe, all the divinity ancestors. A lot of work we do. A lot of cleaning work. Those who do a lot of work, thanks to them, we have a ceremony here. Those do cooking, cleaning, there are so many things is involved. And then mostly somebody who sponsors ceremony put everything in it on behalf of all of us, the humankind who don't know about this, and they're showing their heart. And thanks to the sponsor, today is the Gemma. She's sponsoring for all of us. As you see, she's pregnant. And with the pregnancy, doing the things, make a decision more than 10 times harder than the normal people. But thanks to her, we have a ceremony here, and we getting the blessing ability. So please give a big applause. And now we're gonna receive the abilities. Another thing is I noticed that while we're singing, I remember that she's a singer. She's so beautiful. The voice is today singing was much more outstanding. Okay. 하늘 천녀님이셔 천녀님의 명에 의해 해준 오선탁 금일에 함께하는 모든 제자와 가족 선대우대 조상님에게 천녀님의 능력을 이론에 들어서서 마음으로 정하이는 이론의 능력을 하사토록 하겠습니다. 천녀님이시여 금일의 천재를 봉양하는 안토니아, 덴마, 다른 가족과 선대우대 조상님, 가시님에게까지 천녀님의 능력을 하사하여 주시옵고, 또한 이곳에 함께하는 모든 제자와 가족에게, 엑스포에 함께하고 있는 모든 제자와 가족에게, 또한 인터넷에서 몸과 마음을 다하고 있는 모든 제자와 가족에게 천녀님의 능력을 하사할 것이옵니다. 천녀님 함께하여 주시옵고, 이제 대라천을 놓고 기도하고 있으며, 또한 수도원어, 또한 집세를 놓고 또한 기도를 하고 있습니다. 소망 이루어갈 수 있는 저희들이 되어갈 수 있도록 함께하여 주시옵고, 최선의 노력을 기울여갈 것입니다. 함께 해주신 천연님이시여 감사드리고 감사드리며 천모님 너무도 사랑하고 감사드립니다. Okay, transmitting the abilities. 지금부터 천녀님의 명에 의해 해진 오선탁 일원에 들어서서 마음으로 저와 이루는 일원의 명령을 여러분에게 하사합니다. 지금부터 천녀님의 명에 의해 해진 오선탁 일원에 들어서서 마음으로 저와 이루는 일원의 명령을 여러분에게 하사합니다. 지금부터 천녀님의 명에 의해 해진 오선탁 일원에 들어서서 마음으로 저와 이루는 일원의 명령을 여러분에게 하사합니다. 지금부터 천녀님의 명령에 의해 해진 오선탁 일원에 들어서서 마음으로 저가 이루는 일원의 명령을 여러분에게 하사합니다. 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 Each step of 하늘 12진법. 지금부터 천녀님의 명에 의해 해진 오선탁 하늘 12진법 거역통기별 영역을 여러분에게 하사합니다. 거역통기별 영역을 하사합니다. 거역통기별 영역을 하사합니다. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, please stand up. Finish ceremony. 하늘 천녀님이시여 이상으로 오늘 의식을 마치겠사옵니다. 함께 하신 천녀님 감사드리고 주님께 경배 스리바우스. Okay, 수고하셨습니다. Yeah, thank you for your effort, and it takes a long time for ceremony. We have 2 events today, so we don't have many masters. So please, they helped arrange the things. So then it would be appreciated. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you to all the online trainees. Have a great weekend and make use of all the abilities that you've received today. Take care, and if you have anything you need help with, just do let us know. Thank you.
Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. It's great to have you with us. Beautiful day here in London. Surprising for September, but we're going out to enjoy Thames River Festival. So hope you guys are enjoying wherever you are in the world. Take care and we'll check you out soon. Ciao.
Oh yeah, wonderful. That for you was very good. So sweet.
you.